What's up, guys? I'm gonna show you guys how to make your characters. I'm kind of bored and I don't want to study, so you guys will need three things. You guys will need the automatic version of the copy sheet that I sent you guys. You guys need D&D Beyond open and D&D 5e Wikidot. So D&D Beyond, typically you can just create your entire character on there, but the thing with D&D Beyond is you can't really customize it in any type of way. And you're not allowed to use the paid content. You have to actually buy it, and we're all poor, so we're gonna just use Wikidot because Wikidot has everything for free. Wikidot and custom. So I would say start off with what you call it, D&D Beyond though. So you just click collections, click my characters, and create a character over here. You see it's just Shinmino's characters, and you'll go to the class section. You can pick your class. These are all the classes, except for Artificer, which Ari's playing, which you have to go to Unearth Arcana here. You click UA, go to Unearth Arcana, and you go to UA3. And then there's all the Artificer content. It's a little bit harder for you because you have to like do stuff, but relatively it's the same thing. Basically, when you get here, I'm gonna tell you to do the same thing as I'm gonna tell everyone else. Where, let's say you're playing, so I don't know. I guess we'll go with fighter. You're playing a fighter, you just pick, yes, I want to play a fighter. You're level 2 fighter, so you click level 2, and you got all this stuff. Very cool. For these, you got to pick your proficiencies and stuff. Make sure you like actually know what you do. And what you would do is like, you see, fighters has this ability called Second Wind. So you just copy Second Wind, and you go to your character sheet, and you go to class features, and you paste down Second Wind. Oh, I forgot to get the title. Make sure you get the title too. Oh, I guess I can copy it down. But make sure, sorry, I'm just like, make it a little bit nicer. So then you would just write something like this, and you have, Second Wind. And I would recommend you like hold it so it looks cooler. And then, oh, also, you want to select everything. I'm gonna select everything from here. You want to select everything. And, you kind of just want to, sorry, just, oh, I did not mean to do that. Just, doesn't matter. Oh, you want to select everything, you just want to click, up instead of vertical, and you just want to go up. So then you can actually see it. So you see Second Wind. If you want to know what it does, you just click it, and you can see it. It's pretty cool. So if you were playing the Artificer, you do the same thing. So you see you have level 1 spellcasting. Spellcasting is a little bit more confusing, but you actually don't need to really copy these stuff. You can, and that'll definitely like help just in case you need some information on the fly, right? So you can go like, let's say, oops, that was by accident. Oh, I remember went back. So you go like, okay, let's see what I know. So I copy this down, and then I would just paste it right here saying, okay, my class feature gives me some cantrips. And yeah, you're right, it does give you some cantrips. Just go Command B. Now you have cantrips. I would say make it organized so it looks a little bit nice, but now you just have it on your sheet so you can just look at it and read it. You can summarize it too if you want. Um, yeah, spellcaster is gonna be a little more complicated, but I'll just go through everything. So you do that for all the abilities that you have. For these ones, the fighters do get proficiencies in some skills. So just pick like two random skills. No, pick skills that you want. I'm picking two random skills, and then you pick the fighting style that you want. Um, just pick a random one. Weapon mastery, you can pick three weapons that you master at. And I think in D&D 5e, this mastery comes up a lot more, where you can be proficient in a weapon, so you can use it with your proficiency bonus, and you can be masterful in a weapon, where you can get extra abilities. So things like Vex, um, like slow, graze, they have different abilities. So if you're proficient in blowguns, you can have Vex on them, which gives you advantage on your next attack against that creature. I can't speak. But yeah, pretty cool. So just pick three weapons that you want to be really good at. So that's how you would like deal with your class. Make sure you change your class up here too. If you're like fighter, you put fighter. If you're artificer, you put artificer. You can't actually put artificer. You just write artificer, then no, just pick a random one. After you do your class, you'll go next, which is the background. The difference between 2014 2024 is the background actually gives you the ability bonuses and a bunch of stuff. So it's really important. But this only has 4, so it's not really good. So you want to go here, and you want to go to Wikidot to check out the rest of it. You just go to backgrounds, all backgrounds, and you have a shit ton more backgrounds. You want to pick this one random one, not random one. Sorry, just pick one that you want. Read all of them. I'm picking a random one. I'm gonna pick guard. And when you pick guard, it'll tell you three. It'll tell you actually, I'll tell you five things. It tells you which ability scores you can upgrade. So if you're a guard, you cannot boost your dexterity or constitution. You can only boost strength, intelligence, and wisdom. The boost is the +2 and +1, or +1, +1, +1 that you get. You also get the feat alert. Everybody starts with a feat, which is pretty cool. So these are like just feats that are like you just start with. This feat gives you initiative proficiency. You roll initiative with proficiency bonus, and you can swap initiative with anyone you want, which is really cool. So that's the alert feat. So for the feat, you would just say, I have this cool ass feat. Copy it down. Oops. Copy it down. And just like the rest, you would just put it down at the feet area. So here we go. Alert. You can do it all caps if you want. You can do it no caps if you want. You can format this however you want. How I like to do it is like how I did second wind. I like to have everything on the bottom, and I like to have this ability bolded. You can use these symbols too if you want, if they help. Like second wind, I think is a limited use, so you can just copy this and then put it here just to remind you if you want. Then it's completely your choice, do whatever you want. So you put the feat where it needs to be. You have skill proficiency, so make sure you like copy that down and put it somewhere. So you would, I don't know why persuasion is bolded. So you would go athletics proficiency, and you're also proficient in perception. So you go perception proficiency. Boom. There we go. Make sure you put the proficiencies that you put for your class stuff too. So you know how your class gave you two proficiencies? This gives me proficiency in perception and history. So I'd go perception. Oh, I forgot what that was. What perception? I'll just put insight then. And then you have history. Typically you just pick something else. But yeah, so you just pick some random ones. I pick random ones. You don't pick. You study what you pick. Sorry. After that, you say, okay, do I want a +2 strength and intelligence and wisdom? Let's say I want to create a strong character because I'm a fighter. I'll say, okay, I want a +2 in strength. So for now, I'm just write +2 here, which I haven't finished yet. So right now it says -4. That's because I haven't added the rest of the stuff. And I want a +1 in intelligence. So I'll just put a 1 in here just to remind me that I want a +1 in intelligence. Next, you can choose A or B. You can choose 50 gold or all this equipment. I'll be like, it's easier to just pick all this equipment. So I'm gonna pick all this equipment. So I just copy this, go to the second page, and slap this equipment on there. It's a little bit easier if you want something from if everything that you want is in whatchamacallit, D&D Beyond, use it. Don't use Wikidot unless you need to. But I would say if there's something that you want, like a whatchamacallit, background, like a specific background, you don't like any of the ones here, definitely use the custom ones because they're so much better, and like the ones on Wikidot. Don't click custom background. This option is not good. Reminder. So let's say you pick this random soldier thing. Just pick whatever you want. Yeah. So you put +1, +1, +1. You can do whatever you want. Very cool. Make sure to research the feats. The feats are really strong. Like they're all really good. So pick one that you like. Yeah, this also gives me one comic gaming set. So let's just put chess. I don't think it was a chess set, but we're putting chess. So that's what you do next. So we go next. You can pick your race. Unlike in the version before, the race doesn't have all the stuff that it used to, and it doesn't have the half stuff, but it has Goliath and Orc and Azimir. But Azimir is not on here, so you have to go to D&D Wikidot to find Azimir. And I definitely would say look into Azimir. Especially I think Sanya might want Azimir because Azimir is like touched by God type of stuff, touched by Celestial. It's like the opposite of Tieflings. So you see you have a bunch of traits for your species. So you would just copy down the trait stuff, and then you would go to where it says, oh, also you want to change its appearance and you want to change it to conditions. Just to make your life a little bit easier because you're not really gonna write anything in there. Just change your conditions. So you would go here and you go to species traits and then you copy and paste your species traits, bolding the important things as you go on. Um, yeah, pretty simple stuff. Over here you also get your size and your speed. So you go, I'm 30 feet, 30 feet of speed. And Azimir can actually pick between small and medium. I'm gonna pick medium. So yeah, make sure you write level 2. These are all level 2. So, that's how you do that part. Next part, I'm gonna just say randomly Goliath. Very cool. Goliath is kind of like Dragonborn. You have a bunch of ancestors to choose from. You can also pick your languages. Make sure you put your languages. You should know. I think everyone knows 3 languages. I think. So you can write your languages here. Common, Celestial, and like Elvish, something like that. Cool. Doesn't really matter though. I don't think you can actually know Celestial. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you can know Celestial. Maybe Asamir's can, but we'll find out. And then here's where you do the calculations. Do the point buy system. So click point buy. Make sure you do the point buy on D&D Beyond, or it doesn't need to be on D&D Beyond, but remember when I told you guys last time that you guys have 27 points to spend? Apparently, going up from 13 to 14 to 15 costs 2 points each. I did not account for that. So all of your stats are, I think, either over. Yeah, I think they're all either over or something. I don't know. Unless you guys use the app itself, then it's perfectly fine. So let's say I want more strength. I want more dex. I want more constitution. I don't care about the rest. So that's how I would go with it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm done. Click next. You guys can get some starting equipment. So you get your starting equipment over here. You can actually pick for fighters. Just use D&D Beyond for your starting equipment. A lot better. So you just click yes after you pick your stuff, and you're like, oh, cool. Pick next. Your character sheet, and it does everything for you. Boom. It's all there. How fancy. From there, what you have to do is, if you used everything in D&D Beyond, you can actually just copy it down onto here, make your life a little bit easier. After everything is already created, you just copy down all the stuff up here, all your skill stuff and whatnot. But if you're using some custom things, then you have to make sure to account for that. So you can't use D&D Beyond like 100%, so you don't like copy it down one for one. But let's say we are copying down for one for one, so we have also make sure if using D&D Beyond you equip the stuff, because not equipping the stuff changes your stats. So I have a 16 in AC, I have a 22 in HP. Just make sure you put everything in. You have 0 in this. You have, I think, 2d10 as a fighter, plus whatever your constitution modifier is. You have +3 in everything except intelligence. Oh, remember you have +2 in strength from whatever you did last time. I did do +1, +1, +1, so I'm gonna just say they're all 15. So that's 17, 15, 15, 8. You definitely want to put more thought into creating your character because this character is really weak and you're gonna hate playing the game for this character. So whatever. +2 initiative because that's your dexterity modifier. Remember your perception bonus is over here, so it's an 11 passive perception. Your constitution modifier is a +2, so you would go 2d10 +2. And you would just put the rest. Let's say your background. What did I pick? I forgot what I picked. Guard. Maybe it was guard. I don't know. Azimir subclass. You don't have one yet, so just pick a random subclass and you put your name down. So my name, same name as like Henry. So if you look at this, by the time you have this, you should almost have everything filled out. You guys need proficiencies, so then you would just look at what you're proficient in. Looking at your proficiencies, you would know that you're proficient in over here. Heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, shields. So that's literally everything. And you would write down your weapon proficiencies. So you'd be like, oops, I keep going down the right times. Martial and simple weapons. Put that down. Martial. It's very crucial that you organize your stuff. So please keep it as organized and pleasant to look at. Not only to make your life easier, but also so you guys can actually like do cool things. Gaming set, whatever. So at this point, you should have class features done, species traits done, feeds done, equipment proficiencies done, all this stuff on the left done. Oops, don't do that. All this stuff up here done. This stuff on the right done. Equipment stuff. D&D Beyond has all your equipment, and what I would actually suggest is whatever equipment that you're adding from Wikidot onto your sheet, just add that onto D&D Beyond, and then copy the link to D&D Beyond and just paste it here and use that as your inventory. Because D&D Beyond's inventory is really nice because it tells you literally everything about the item. So maybe, I know like some of you guys have items and you guys don't really know what they do, right? So you can click water skin and you can literally see what it does. It holds 4 pints of water. So now you have a specific amount. Tinderbox. What can you like specifically do it for? You can use it to light a candle, lamp, or lantern. Oil. You can do so many things with oil. Like what the freak? Pouch trips. You can use it to cover a 5 foot square area to force someone to make a DC 15 dexterity check. I bet you didn't know that, right? So now, using the inventory in D&D Beyond, your life is so much easier. So much easier. And it does remind you of some stuff. So please use D&D Beyond for your inventory. So I would just like, yeah, and then just link it. And there's your inventory now. To add stuff in your stuff, you go manage inventory and you go add items. Go add items and you just write down the items. So let's say over here you have to add a spear and a light crossbow. Just type spear. You'll see a bunch of this stuff. You just pick the gray one. The gray one's good. Add it to your equipment. Let's say you gotta add something that's not a spear, like you gotta add a hooded lantern. Right, hooded lantern. Just add it. Just add it. No big deal. I know Ari has some custom items. Two custom items. Write what it is. Like collapsible bridge. Which you don't have in your inventory, but you will get later. Say it's a bridge that is carryable but can expand to bridge a 10-foot by 5-foot like rectangle, right? And you would say it weighs about like, I don't know how much a bridge should weigh. Like since it's like holdable, it doesn't weigh that much, like 5 pounds, 5 lbs. Just add the item, and you would add it to your backpack, and oh my god, you have a collapsible bridge, custom item. That's how you do it. So make sure you have all that down. If you are a spellcaster, like the Artificer, you would pick whatever your spellcasting modifier is. So the Artificer's is Intelligence, and it'll calculate your spellcasting modifier, spell save, and spell attack bonus. You write how many spell slots you have. So let's say you start off with 2 spell slots. You write 2 spell slots over here, and then you would write your spell name. So then for this one, you would just go to your spell list, which should also be here. So you go home, spells, all spells. See, there's a crap ton of spells. But for the most part, you don't have access to all spells. I don't think. I don't know how 2024 works, but I don't think you do. Let's say the best thing to do is go to classes, and let's say you're playing a bard. So you go to bard, and then it'll say something about like a bard spell list. Over here, you have bard spell list. You click bard spell list, and this is your bard spell list. So you just pick one. Let's say you want to do friends as your cantrip, right? So you click friends, copy down the name friends, you put it down in the name. You have friends. It's a cantrip. You can just say level 0. Cantrips are level 0. Casting time, just look over here. Casting time is an action. Copy it down, paste it. Pretty simple stuff. Range is 10 feet. Copy it down, paste it. Copy pasting is your friend. Somatic and material, some makeup, so you need your arcane focus for this. And notes, you can just say concentration up to 1 minute. And for this stuff, I would recommend having spell cards for all of this. I mean, you can also put them in notes if you want. Your choice. Whatever suits you. I know Joey has a spell card and his spell book, like a Google Slides, that's a spell book, and that's really handy. I would say always make your thing top line instead of vertical, just so you can see the top. I feel like it's more convenient. So that's what you're gonna do for your spell list if you guys have spells. And for the rest of the stuff, you just put NA for XP since you don't have XP. The last box you should have is just this weapons and damage cantrips. So you would look at your D&D Beyond or whatever items that you have, and you go, okay, well, let's see what weapons we have. We have a flail, greatsword, javelin, and unarmed. So you just literally copy that. You click flail. You go, okay, I got a flail. Cool. You go flail. What type of weapon is it? Flail is it is a martial weapon. Cool. See right here, martial. Very cool. What bonus do you get to it? Well, it's a strength hit. So my strength is a +3, so I get a +5. Cool. Damage. How much damage does it deal? It deals 1d8 +3 damage. Copy it down. Go here, 1d8 +3. I say put what type of damage it does. So put bludgeoning. So bludgeoning. Say how far it goes. So that it goes 5 feet. And if you want, you can put the weight. You don't need to, but I think sometimes the weight might be necessary. So just put it down if you feel cool. After that, you put your properties. So whatever properties you have, you copy it down. You put it down in notes. And if you don't know what it means, copy down what SAP means. So technically, you don't have SAP yet because you're not proficient in flails. So once you get SAP, you can just put it down. You are proficient with great swords, so you have graves. Let me see if I can figure out. Actually, I don't know what I made myself proficient in. That's whatever. So let's say you have grays. Let me see if there's a way for me to look at what grays actually does. Okay, well, if you don't know what it does, you can always just go to wiki dot, and I think it should be here. You can just look at like equipment, all equipment, weapons. Pick your weapon. They'll have a bunch of stuff. Mastery, I'll say a bunch of stuff. And then I think there should be a list of just, yeah, all the mastery stuff. So let's say that was SAP. Well, copy what SAP is and go to your character sheet, notes, write down what SAP does. I mean, pretty simple stuff. So you can do that for everything. If you ever have something that's like a ranged weapon, let's see. Sorry, I keep going back and forth. Let's see, like we can use the javelin as an example. Javelin is a thrown weapon with a range of 30-20. So when you're doing the stuff, you'll put the damage and whatnot. So when you get to the distance, right, you would put like 5 for the melee that you can do. Use the long bar, 60 for the first range and 120 for the second one, something like that. So it's real easy for you to see what it is and see the things. Sorry, it's 30, not 60. So I mean, yeah, you get the gist of it. That's how you would create a character. If you guys have any questions, you can ask. But I do think just keep your equipment on D&D Beyond, even if you're not taking care of the rest of the stuff. Make sure to add your proficiencies in your saving throws. Sometimes people forget that. I forgot that too. So you go saving throw, strength proficiency, and constitution proficiency. Put that down. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, that's how you create it. Pretty cool. This should take you no more than like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe like an hour if you're researching hella. But yeah, it took me about 20 minutes to explain. If I were to do it myself, which I did, I created a character to see how long it would take and stuff. You want to see? I don't think you want to see, but I'm gonna show you anyways. It takes you about. My name is Polaris. It took me about like 45 minutes. This is how I think you should organize your stuff. So if you look, you have all your stuff down. Barbarian, orc, soldier, background, everything is up here. Martial weapons, playing card set. You have your species traits. I did put the little symbols to know what each is. And you'll see up here, I put the number of times I can use it. So I can use it twice per long rest and 1 time for short rest. And if I ever like use one, I'm just gonna mark it down that I've used one. So I've said like one used like that. And I'll erase it and I'll change it based on how many times I use it. And I have all the information down here. Same with reckless attack. I'll be like, reckless attack is actually every round, so it's just an action. And I have all the stuff written so I can use it. So if it's like relentless endurance, that is like a limited thing, I just say used. Something like that. Yeah, very cool. I think that's really good. So for my weapons, again, I have all the notes and then I have all the information about what it is down here. This is how I've ordered myself. I've bolded the weapon itself. The bonuses are here. These are all like the stuff. So this is the type of damage. This is the ranges. This is the weight. Um, yeah, I didn't have to do anything for here. I did have an inventory here that you just open. Languages, appearance, I have to change the conditions, I forgot. Barbarians don't have any spell casting, so I didn't change the spell casting any type of way. But yeah, and that's how you create your character. I mean, it's pretty cool. I spent a little bit longer because I wanted things to look nice, but I think you should be trying to make things look nice, so it's really easy for you to play. Um, if you guys need help with creating your characters, still feel free to ask. I'm always down to create characters. It's like so much fun, at least for me. And if you need help optimizing your stuff, I'll also help you optimize. Yeah, if you look at this guy, this guy's kind of weak at everything except strength, dexterity, and constitution. So I kind of like built this guy just for fighting. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Hopefully you watched the entire way. I don't really care. No, I do care. You should care. Make your characters, put effort, make them cool. You know, you guys almost died to Clark. Yeah, very cool. I rolled two nat 20s that I had to fudge because I'm like, oh shoot, you're getting popped in one hit. Little did you know. If you watched till the end, now you know. Now you know. Okay. Okay, bye bye. Stop sharing the screen. Yeah, I had to use Zoom because I don't know how to screen record. Otherwise, I'm a little dumb. Okay, bye.